Going there, viewers. I'm going to put together here a video on how I raise the mast on head injuries by myself. So I utilise a prop which I put into the actual rudder box. That gets the mast up at an angle like so, which gives me a better, what's the term? I don't know, angle. It gives me a better angle to be able to then winch the mast into the upright position, utilising is the word of the day, a gin pole. Basically that pole mounts to the mast step. You could mount it to the deck if your mast step doesn't allow that. Sticks out here like so. I attach the spinnaker halyard to that, and I utilise the main sheet, block and tackle. So that's my winch, or gives me the right purchase to pull it up. There's a very important little adaptation you need to do, and that's these things here. And I call those baby stays. They're set up so it stops the mast from going sideways, and they're set up in such a fashion that they're always tight, no matter where the mast is as it traverses. There's another great word to use in a sentence today, traverse. Yes, so to get those right, you need to have this point here level with the mast step in both height and forward and aft, and you can do that just by adjusting some ropes or chain or whatever it is you want to do. But if you get those so that they are level with the height of the mast step, and that they are in position with the mast step from the front and back of the boat, then as the mast comes up, those stays will stay tight, and that stops the mast from falling over the side. So I'm going to crack on now and get this mast up. Okay, so first step is we need to get this mast up in the air a bit onto this here prop. So lift him up, drop in prop. Right. Now, if there is one thing that I've learnt doing this job by myself quite a few times now, if something's going to get caught, it's going to happen when you try to put the mast up by yourself. One of these days is guaranteed to get caught around something. Anyway, mast is now in that position. I'm just going to remove that block of wood there on the mast step. I'm going to bring the bottom of the mast back and place it in the step. Okay, now viewers, the idea of this whole exercise, apart from getting the mast up, is to not let it fall over the side where it may land on someone. Good point that. There are people standing around when you're doing this. Ask them to move away, just in case. Who knows what could happen. This right now could become a YouTube moment. Alright, so all going well and things not getting caught. Oh, I've got the mast in the step. There we go. Step 3. Is that what we're up to? Step 3? Okay. Attach gin pole to the mast step. And as I did say earlier, you may not be able to attach your gin pole to the mast step. I don't know what your mast step looks like. But if you can't, well then you can make up a bracket and put this in front of the mast. It wants to be a reasonably substantial bracket, or substantially fixed, because this is actually where all the pressure is back there. There's no real pressure on anything else in this setup, but in there, that way, force hitting down at the bottom of the mast step. So you want to make sure you don't just, put it on with a 3/16 bloody mild steel bolt or something, or you'll end up with the mast over the sides. And as I said, that's what we tried to not achieve. I've really got to stop saying that because I can see a YouTube moment about to happen. Right. Now I just need to undo this spinnaker halyard, and I'll be attaching the spinnaker halyard, which comes from the top of the mast, to the end of the gin pole. Then I will be attaching the main sheet to the bottom of the gin pole, and it is going to fasten to a fixing that I have up there on the bow. Okay, let's crack on with that. Attached to the gin pole. Yeah. main sheet attached to bow. Bring gin pole into position. And of course, as I said earlier, if something is going to get caught up in this process, it will. And it might be a single-handed mast raise setup, but sometimes you've got to be an octopus. I like to get this past 90 degrees to the mast a little bit, just to allow enough, allow me with the blocks being able to pull this into the right position. I'll just go past a little bit like so, and I know I've got heaps of room when I get the thing in the up position. Right, we need to tie this off securely. A couple of these little cleats here, put a couple of hitches in it. Okay, double checking that the baby stays are on, because I had one come off once and got the mast halfway up and it wanted to go over the side. You'll actually see that if you want to watch the Burrinjuck episodes on Lake Burrinjuck. Alright, I do believe we are ready to go. This is where it becomes a YouTube moment quite possibly, and the mast falls over the side. Double check that you've got things free, they're not going to get caught up on things. Even though you've double checked that everything is free, they'll probably still get caught up on things. I'll actually now assume a position up on the bow. Double check that I've put the wind indicator on the top of the mast, because I've done that many a time. Got the mast up and gone, and drop the mast down. Right, here we go. Cross your fingers please, viewers. It's been a few months since I've done this, who knows what's happening. Right, tally ho, jolly good show, up we go. So far so good. And the mast is up. All that needs to be done now is attach the forestay, and you're done, and you can continue to rig your boat. So that's it. Pole at the back, gin pole on the front. Most importantly, baby stays with that point just there, where my foot is, level in height with the mast step, and level with the distance from fore and aft, so it's in line with the mast step. That will keep these tight, and then you can then pull the mast up, and as the mast comes up, these will stay tight and stop the mast from going sideways and falling over the side. I have a couple of little clips up the top there, so I can just unclip them if I'm just going out for a quick sail or something, just a day sail. I might even leave these on. If I'm going out overnight like I am today, I'll take them off just because they get in the way when I want to get up on the deck. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Flick me a like if you liked it. I'm going to go and do a little overnight stay on Lake Conjola, and the secret part of Lake Conjola that a lot of people don't know about, Lake Beringer, if I can get in there. It'll be shallow, let's see how we go. Thanks for watching.